All right, I don't know what that was about, but I just tried to go live a second ago and they were like, Sorry it's dark in here. My light blue, the one that's like right here next to me, it blew. So I only got the one behind me. So I'm probably going to look black and weird, which is totally fine with me. All right, well, hi. I hope y'all can hear me and see me because this, like, I tried this thing like 5 times before it finally let me on. Can y'all hear me and see me? Can you hear me and see me? Please let me know. Hola, señorita. Can you hear me and see me? Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. Okay. All right. Okay, good. I'm sorry, my light blue here in the kitchen area, the kitchenette, whatever they call it out here. And so I'm going to look dark. I don't have like a lamp in here or anything, but I'm moving in a couple of days anyway. So it's whatever. Um, Thumbs up, guys, when you come in, please. Just, to help us content creators get the video pushing and popping, okay? I'm not tripping if y'all don't want to, but if you support me, please thumbs up the video to let me know you up in here. So first things first, please, for those of you who have been following me, please, please, please give me my flowers, okay, for calling this out, what, like last year? Did we not call this out like last year? For those of you who have been with me, you know I've done several readings on the Passport Bros when they were up laughing and having a good time and showing how great things were out in Colombia and Mexico and all of these other beautiful places across the world. I called this situation out. I probably was one of the only people, at least one of the only people that I noticed floating around on the Ethernet talking about this. So, if you're surprised at this information, you can leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. I really hope you guys do, because it always interests me, especially with topics like this, because the conversations always get really heavy. So I love, 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 love reading comments about very controversial topics. Anywho, no intent on bragging or anything of the sort, but I did call this out like a year ago. Let me say this, and I'm gonna stay 10 toes down on this part of this message. Any person, be it a male or female, okay, and any adjectives or pronouns or pronouns or whatever it is folks is using these days. I don't want to disrespect nobody's thoughts or beliefs about themselves. But any person that walks this planet that has the guts, the awe, the oomph, the ego, or the audacity to disrespect the people, the women that give them the very life that they exist with in this moment, can basically just look forward to the universe showing up into their lives and showing them why it's not a good idea to bite the hand that is, has been, and will forever feed you. Okay? It's not a good idea to disrespect your parents. It's not a good idea to disrespect the mothers who give you the milk from their breast when you are born. It's not a good idea to get up on any social media platform and speak ill will or poorly about the women who risk their lives to bring you into the world of existence. Okay? It's just not smart. And no one has to listen to me when it comes to that. We can look at a lot of statistics that are happening now. As a matter of fact, I watched a video about, I want to say it was a few months ago. I could be lying, give or take, on exactly the timing of the video. But I watched a video where some passport bros were out in some country where they spoke Spanish. I want to think it may have been Colombia. And the brother was going in. I knew what he was saying, but I couldn't understand what the woman was saying, but I guessed some stuff. And he was standing there and he was like, boy, boy, get out for I beat your bleep. Expletive, 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 right? And the lady kept saying, money, dinero, money, dinero. I couldn't understand the other stuff that she was saying in between it, but I said, okay. So these nakers is out here in these other countries thinking that they finna go run around here and not pay these women, tricking off with these women and then don't want to pay them. And who knows what the reason was. It could have been anything. You seen it 213 Goddess? Yeah. Who knows what the reason was behind it? The girl could have not gave him head right, or she might have had an attitude, or who knows what some of these emotional entities walking around these days. The people are so damn emotional nowadays. Ain't no telling. She could have not made the tacos right. Who knows? Okay. And then if you guys remember, about a year and a half ago, I exposed a video of a woman in Egypt who came forward and said that melanated women needed their wombs closed up. And she was praying to Allah to take the gift of giving life away from black women. She said that all black men needed to be toe tagged, that they were a cancer unto the world. She said that they were vile, demonic, evil, Satanists with no soul. And that every black woman's womb, that she's going to pray every day for the rest of her life, that there's air in her vessel for Allah to take away the gift of giving life from black women because they're using their gift irresponsibly. That's what she see. And this is a woman all the way in a whole other country that seemed to notice something that we don't seem to like to pick up on. Now, for my true vets, I did a video a few years ago called RBM, Melanated Satan. And in that video, which is now can only be found on my Patreon, in that video, I went through the Bible diligently, and I found Mystery Babylon, the story of Mystery Babylon. And the story of Mystery Babylon talked about how in the end days, the man of perdition would be revealed to people, aka what we would call or consider Satan today. That video was backed up purely with biblical texts. I did not give my opinion. I did not add or take anything away. I simply went through the video, read Bible verses, and then it said how to discover who the man of perdition was. And not only did I request that the people themselves post the answer of who the man of perdition was, because I went through the video very thoroughly. I made it to where a child could understand what was happening. And the audience, the people, Weirdo Gang, YouTube, you all posted who Satan was. I'm going to say this pertaining to this situation in this moment. I've said this many times on this platform. Sometimes I really wish Big Mama would just lie to me about some stuff. Having gifts is bittersweet. And that's the part I don't think people understand about it. Some people be like, "Oh, I wish I was a psychic. Oh, I wish I could read tarot cards. Oh, I wish I could do this and I could do that." Yes, it can be a gift at times, but when you have to see the other side of it, you have the yin and the yang, you have the dark and the light. When it comes to the positives, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful gift to have. But we must understand that with all positive charges comes negative charges. So this gift, as I have said before, is a very bittersweet thing. Being able to see something coming before it comes. Getting up on social media and warning people. As a matter of fact, in the Passport Bros video, because I've done like I think 3 of them so far. I believe this will be number 4. In the Passport Bros video, because the first one I think I did before Kevin Samuels croaked, there were Passport Bros in my comment section calling me out my name, telling me that I was bitter, saying that I was unhappy because they moved on and saved themselves, black men, and all of these other comments they were making. And I simply said, okay, F around and find out. Now it appears that that is exactly what is happening. So we're going to grab these good old handy dandy right away cards. And we're going to take a look to what's actually happening here. Because if we were to ask Passport Bros what's going on, we already know the truth is going to be distorted. If we were to ask the women who are, according to what's being reported, derugging them and setting them up to be toe tagged and robbed, I'm sure those stories would somehow be distorted as well. Let me say this also, since it's on my mind. Speaking of setting up and derugging people. When I was a teen, I remember I used to have to walk to middle school. And okay, this is emotional. Jeez, that just hit my heart. Okay, I didn't know. I used to have to walk to school, and every day I took the same route. I walked almost 2 miles to my school every day. And I remember one morning, it was very early. It was still like that tint of dark outside. And my brother couldn't walk with me. My sister couldn't walk with me because my little sister was in elementary school still. My older brother had just went to high school. So I was walking alone this morning, as I had did many mornings. And I'll never forget, this guy used to be standing at this corner store every single morning I walked by. And of course, I'm a child, so I'm probably very easily manipulated and didn't really know a whole lot about good people and bad people and, everything like that. I had been walking by this guy for months. And finally, one day, he says, hey, come here, talk to me. And because every morning for months he had been saying, good morning, good morning, good morning, pretty girl. I'm going to watch until you get to the corner, okay? Be careful out here. You need to tell your mama to get you a little switchblade or something, right? I'll never forget one morning he stopped me and he wanted to have a conversation with me. And at this time, I was still a good girl, had never smoked a tree, had never hit a cigarette, had never taken a drink, nothing. He said, you want to make some money? And I was like, well, how? And he said, I'm a stick-up boy. And I said, what's a stick-up boy? He said, okay. He said, here's how it works. He said, see, you real pretty. And I said, okay. He said, what you do is you get these guys, they really, really like you. And I'm going to have you tell them that y'all going to do something with each other. And then I'm going to give you a key to my apartment. You just bring them in my apartment. And when they get ready to take their clothes off and stuff, I'm going to jump out the closet. And I'm going to rob them. And I said, I said, but that sounds dangerous. Mind you, I'm a child. I'm like 12, 13 years old. And it sounded ludicrous to me. But this man, he was a grown man, chest hairs. Okay, I'm a baby. Um, I thought to myself, I said, well, I am a little bit desperate, for some money. I could use some new clothes, some new shoes. Mama was kind of struggling a little bit. And I could use some funds, but I said, well, you have to let me think about it. So I go home and I talk to my big brother. And now I didn't tell him exactly how the situation went down. I told him it was one of my friends. And my brother said, Queen, if you do that, no, he said to tell your friend, if she do that, somebody gonna KILL her. And I got confused. I said, why? He said, sis, tell your friend don't play like that. He was like, dudes out here toe tagging females over $10. That dude hop out that closet on the wrong person, and they got a way to defend themselves. It's going down. Everybody in that room gonna be in trouble. So I got frightened from it. But I knew several girls at my middle school that were actually into that type of stuff. And tried and true, my brother's words were right, because one of them did end up getting toe. But one of the girls got hit by some friendly fire and did end up toe tag. So, but this reminds me of an epidemic of something that happened in the 90s. The situation with these passport guys. Now, they've been announcing that they want to save their souls from us black women who are asking them to step their game up here in the States, saying, hey, you need to come with some money. You need to come with a better attitude. You need to go get some therapy, but they would prefer to go and trick off in Colombia than to get themselves together and just deal with the women who have the same experiences as them. I think they're very easily finessed, because what do you know about Colombia? All they got to do is look pretty and smile at you. Most of you can't speak Spanish no way. So you're probably getting finessed pretty regularly. But let's see what these cards got to say. Excuse me, because Big Mama just as nosy as she can be. And we love that about her. Okay? What's up? What's going on behind the scenes with this passport bro situation, Big Mama? What's actually happening? What's actually going on? This is what's going on. Judgment. Wow. What an interesting first card to receive. Wow. Well, we can already kind of guess where this is going. What else? What's going on behind the scenes with these passport bros? Wheel of Fortune came in sideways. This is the card of karma. Judgment and bad karma. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Page of Wands flipped in reverse while still in my hand. Sorry that it's dark, y'all. My other light blue, I explained that a little bit earlier before it was a lot of y'all on here. So I'm going to look dark and weird, but it's okay. I'm always dark and weird and lovely. But we had a Page of Wands that comes in the reverse. So listen, this first three cards, we have Judgment. We have a sideways card of Karma, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And we had a Page of Wands in reverse. Looks to me like that old saying that I will give you over to your reprobate mind and make you believe that whatever it is that you believe is the right thing. Looks like that's what Spirit did here. They said, okay, you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to instruction. You don't want to listen to correction. You don't want to do right by your women. You don't want to do right by me. You don't want to do right by the world. So I'm just going to give you over to your own thoughts. And let's see where that gets you. Ooh, that is too many, Big Mom. Stop playing, girl. What else? What else going on with these passport girls? Oops. Wow. All right, they're going to be going to jail, too, in a minute, y'all. I mean, because we already see the bandages on their head. Damn, Big Mama said more of them finna get toe tagged, too. Assault. Okay. All right, so this right here is about to lead to them assaulting people. Okay? Oh, Big Mama showing me. Hold on. They getting jumped, y'all. And they can't carry weapons. Okay, no self-defense. She said a lot of them can't fight no way. Oh, well, I know that. Child, please. The loudest one in the room is usually the least one to fear. Okay, all barking, no bites. Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles came in sideways. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, all right. So here it is. Wow. Remember, I know, right, Ken? Happy Black History Month. Great reading, right? Thank you, darling. Um, so remember back in the day when the women of no color used to use the race card a lot? Like, let's say for instance, remember the movie Rosewood? Thank you for the super chat. You remember when I predicted it last year? Yeah, girl, listen. Some people be trying to act like they don't know what nobody's talking about. Okay? But I did. Anyways, this is not a Christian channel, so I don't even understand why you put that comment. Somebody, thank you, baby. Um, so remember back in the day when, like that movie Rosewood, when that woman, basically had gotten caught cheating with her lover. The guy had like beat her up really, really bad and called her all types of everything but the child of God. And then instead of her holding herself accountable and saying, hey, my lover beat me up really, really bad, she ran outside and pretended like that man, the dark man, had done something to her when he hadn't. And then that whole story of Rosewood unfolded. I'm getting another one of those. I'm getting one of those situations where women are going to be running to their men saying, he raped me. And it could just be simply because he didn't pay her. Okay, he hit me, he raped me, he called me this, he did that. Yeah, it's gonna be simply because you don't want to pay me, or you had the audacity to tell me you gonna give me something and you ain't got it, or you told me you gonna give me $50 and you turn around and give me $20. Like I don't know how to count. Okay, it's about to go down. So some of them have already taken their buffoonery over there. They've already taken their lies. They've already taken their deceit, their satanism. Okay, they've already taken it over to these other places, and this is the retaliation. Okay, and not for nothing, it looks like these people do know about them. They knew about them when we started hearing the whole get up about them. Okay, so when they started going viral, they knew too. Ooh, damn, this fell on top of judgment. Justice. And it came in like this. Lord have mercy. This man on man action, y'all. Yeah, it's not the women doing this. The women may be the ones behind it, but it's not them. This is not. Whew. Lord have mercy. Ooh, we. Ooh, we. All these came in the reverse. Okay, the Six of Cups came in the reverse. You know, let's check out this verbiage though. See that man walking away from these children? Oh my God. They getting payback for abandoning their babies, y'all. Ooh. This came in the reverse as well, the Knight of Swords. They're getting payback for running their damn mouths. Okay. And then the Hierophant is in the reverse as well. Okay. Wow, I told y'all, Spirit and them done gave them over to a reprobate mind. They said, okay, you want to abandon your children and then got the audacity to get your ass up here and talk crazy about these women who give birth to you? I'm taking all the spirituality away from you. Look at the bottom of the deck. Whoo-wee. Wow, this is some hella karma. Yep, ain't no love. Ain't no love. And a lot of them will never receive real, authentic, true love. What they think, it looks to me like they believe that, okay, that's a lie. They don't believe. They're saying to American women, we're going to go to other countries and we're going to get wives from somewhere else. We want wives that are submissive. But when they go over there, getting married is the last thing on their minds. That's not what they're thinking about. They are not thinking about love and marriage and children and submission and all that. I love you too. They're not thinking about that. When they come over here to brag and say something to us, they're like, oh, yeah, we want submissive, great, women that come from great backgrounds. But it look like when they going over here to Colombia and other places where they're more melanated women, that's not what they looking for. Look at all these cups of love. They got their arms folded. They don't want that shit. One of them is floating out of the sky. They are marrying those women. So, how many of them are getting divorced? And where are the videos of the weddings? Like, don't come over here talking shit. Okay? Show the videos of the weddings, because the videos that we keep seeing is people being toe tagged and fighting and arguing all over the place. So where they marrying them at? Because I don't see the marriage videos. I see the divorce rates. What are you talking about? How about you go twerk somewhere else? Okay, how about that? How about they are marrying those women? Like you running around taking marriage notes. The hell you talking about, girl? Who are you, a census worker? The fuck? Bitch, shut your ass up. Listen to the information or get the fuck on somewhere. How about that? Somebody always want to run their stupid, filthy mouth. Don't know shit. Probably ain't been to Colombia a day in your damn life. They are marrying those women. Fuck you know. You been at all the weddings? Huh? You was the flower girl? The fuck? Weird ass bitches. What else going on behind the scenes with the passport bums? Ooh-wee. Told y'all. Okay? Told y'all. Fighting. Yep. Causing confusion. Yep. It's about money. Okay. The smoke started because they ain't paying these women what they told them they gonna pay them. They going over there like, hey girl, you come to my Airbnb tonight for a good time and I'm gonna give you 500 pesos. And then they getting over there trying to get them 200 pesos or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. My what and my what? That's because you can't see me. I'll take your man. Where he at? Tell him to email me at nuworldtarot@gmail. And I'll show him some pictures with my lighting looking good in my whole body. How about that? How about you do that? My hairline and my eyebrows. You can't even see them. The hell are you talking about? Yes, not paying child support and now not paying hookers. You funny. That's exactly what they're doing, though. Whatever the beef is, they started the beef. Okay? They started the motherfucking beef. Is what it looked like to me. Yes. And these women find these men to be very, very burdensome. A lot of them do not want to entertain them. Not even being funny. A lot of these women are actually in relationships, in committed relationships. They're going after whoever. They don't even give a shit. And then this came in like this. Okay, with the Page of Swords came in kind of sideways. So, yeah, they're being watched. These people have done their research on them. They know the trash baggery that's going on around in the U.S. and they've taken notes. Okay, they've taken notes, and at this point, they're seeing them as burdens. They're seeing. Remember, I told y'all that a lot of these Marias and people like that were going to come forward and start trying to protect their children and stuff like that. It looks like this is what they're doing in order to do so. Okay, some of them are coming forward and they're like, no, let's go ahead and just get rid of them, take the trash out. I was talking to this guy out here in South America. We were having a phone conversation and he was like, yeah. I said, well, how do you guys out here feel about, black women? And he was like, oh, we don't have any issues with black women. And I was like, well, what about black men? And he paused. He got real quiet. And I was like, why'd you get so quiet when it comes to black men? He said, I'm going to send you a photo. And he sent me a photo and it was like a cartoon like type of picture, and he said this is exactly how a lot of them feel. He said it was a guy. He had, it was two guys actually. They had on like these quarantine outfits, you know, when they doing like hazardous material and stuff like that. They had the whole body thing going on, like everything covered up, like they was dealing with hazmat, and they was throwing a black dude in a dumpster. Just saying. What else? What else, Big Mom? What else going on behind the scenes with the passport bums? Give me one more. Thank you, girly girl. All right. So this came in kind of like low-key, kind of sideways. Remember I was telling y'all when we did this reading, I think maybe the first or second time, I told y'all a lot of them was taking Social Security benefits and going over there. A lot of them are not even really working. These are like patients. You know what I'm talking about? Like, go get your Prozac like type patients. Okay, a lot of them are unemployed. A lot of these men don't have it. Remember the video that went viral of the guy crying because he didn't have $15 to get back home? The passport, bro. So that's, y'all feel me? Yeah. And not for nothing, it looks like a lot of women are checking them. Give me my money, bitch. Ain't nobody got time to be, but I don't give a damn how much Social Security you get. Give me my, I can't get home. I don't, look her hand out. She like, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If you don't have enough money for a Taco Bell Grande, give me my motherfucking money. I'm the queen over here in Colombia, bitch. You don't get to come over here and tell me that, oops, I said I was going to give you 1,000 pesos, and then I had went and counted my pesos, and now I see if I give you 1,000 pesos, I ain't going to be able to get home. Maria, like, I don't give a fuck. Give me muchos grande, bitch. Pesos, motherfucker. Or I'm going to call my brother to come kick your ass. Okay? Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. Ling Ling want her, but Maria want her money. Give my shit. It would look like somebody playing with you. Boy, give me my, boy. Okay? That's how a bitch be like, you know you owe me. Stop playing with me. Okay? Don't come over here to my country with that bullshit. We will get you bagged and tagged around this bitch. Play with it if you want to. Okay? And these women are flexing their power too. They like, we know our men got our back. We might not be the richest bitches in the world, but we protect it, bitch. Play with it. Let the dogs out. Okay? They got their men on standby. Baby, just stand there. I know you upset. Calm down. Tame yourself. And they the only ones that can keep these men tamed. It look like these women are the only ones that can check their men. Because when they get pissed off, they letting the dogs out. And by the way, this is a lion, motherfucker. Okay? Not a chihuahua. I'm just saying. What is you talking about? Look at that. King of Swords came in reverse. Shut your ass up. You ain't no king. Shut your ass up. You ain't no king. And it looked like when the men show up, they don't show up and say shit. They showing up masked and ready to go. Look at this. They don't even know these men exist. Oh my God. Look at this. The women over here like, fuck you, Tyrone. Give me my money. Give me my money. I ain't giving you shit. Fuck you, Maria. Boom, boom. Oh me, oh my. Look at this, y'all. Broke and penniless over here in another country over here trying to pretend like you that guy. Why would you lie? Like, why? This is, for the life of me, I can't figure this out. Look at that. That go God's sword right there. God said, I'm going to have the final say so. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about, okay? Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I don't understand, right? Why would you get up here in America Okay, and fucking tell all of these black women, oh, we don't want you. You aren't submissive. You aren't shit. You too fat and too black and too ugly and too loud and you stinky and all this other stuff, right? You get up here and do this, and then you have the audacity to go to someone else's country and lie about your status and who you are. These women know you aren't king. They don't regard you as such. They don't see you as such, and they'll never respect you as such. You'll never be the king over they men. It's just not going to happen. So I'm trying to figure out, like, where are these kings located? Who wants sugar booger? Bitch, if you want, girl, get your crackhead ass out of here. Fuck is you talking about? A bitch can't have allergies, bitch. The weather can't change from motherfucking summer to fall. Like, y'all is weird. Shut the fuck up, bitch. How about I'm a businesswoman? How about that? How about your mama on sugar booger, bitch? Fucking weird ass bitch. And your little picture look like you ugly as fuck, bitch. How about you go get the facial or something? How about that? Bitch, trust me, I'm an open book. I ain't got no reason to lie to nobody about a goddamn thing. If I was on Booger Sugar, bitch, I'd do it right here on live. What you gonna do about it? The fuck? Fucking weather can't change, y'all. You gotta be a crackhead because the weather changed. Fuck. Fucking weird ass bitch. Over here still trying to find herself at 52. Fuck out of here, bitch. Okay? So, yes, they're being sent back, penniless. Okay? Yeah, that's for cocaine, girl. Y'all know I'm a hood nigga. I'm a retired thug. Y'all know I know. Sugar Booger is the white girl. Coca. She just called me a fuck crackhead. Is what the bitch just did. Fuck you, bitch. Your mama's a goddamn midget. Okay? But yeah, they being sent back with little to nothing. Okay? Sad. And some of them in bags. Remember I said bags and tags. Okay? That's how they sending them back. A lot of them being sent back that way because they don't know how to get right. Can't get right. Who's helping them get home? I mean, after they get home, after they get toe tagged, they don't need no goddamn help getting home. Shit. I think they shipped them motherfuckers for free. Okay? I don't know for sure, but it don't look like they need a whole lot of help getting home after they get bagged and tagged. Look at all them soids. Okay? Somebody crying over him, his baby mama and his child, but that nigga is done. Oh, yes, the mammies will definitely help them. Oh, yeah. I don't even know what they running over there for. The mammies will give them a bed to sleep in and a hot meal and some head and all of that. I don't know what they talking about. They take them straight off the street. Dookie streaks and all. Okay. Look at them. I told you they broke. Some of them is only getting $700 a month. That is Social Security money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pentacles. Pentacles. Some of them motherfuckers getting $700 a month. Yep, Big Mama keeps saying it's Social Security. Okay, Big Mama girl. Okay, delusional. And here's the funny thing. They're using alcohol to help aid them on their mission impossible. They think, these dudes think they finna go over here, get them a little cheap bottle of tequila, bring these motherfucking women to their little Airbnbs and think these women are not paying attention to what floor they going on and what's the address and what's their area and what's happening. And the funny thing is the women is over here setting more boundaries than they think they do. A lot of them are sitting up in these Airbnbs with these men on their phone typing it like, hey, daddy, make sure you downstairs. I'm going to have this motherfucker walk me down. And when he open up that motherfucking door, get him. And that's what they doing. I can tell you why they're so quiet in America, because they sitting back eating their words. And a lot of them, okay, a lot of them, like as of this moment, a lot of them are eating their words. A lot of them are going through a really, really tough time right now. And people don't understand that. Like when I come on here, I try to be very non-judgmental. In a certain aspect, okay? I try to be very non-judgmental. I try to just give you guys the information. But of course, I do have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? I am human. But at the end of the day, I've been calling this out for years. Okay, I've been calling this out for years. I know at least one, if not longer. I've been calling this out for years that their karma was coming. Like, you can't go around to other people's countries. The behavior that they've had, the behavior that black men, the way that they're representing themselves to the world. This is what we need to understand. Social media is not just in the United States. Social media is called the world wide web for a reason. That means anything that you say, I can post a video right now and delete it. There's someone somewhere that downloaded that video. Once it's on social media, it never goes away. So the words that are coming out of their mouth are so dangerous, right? And now some of them are trying to even flip flop. They like, oh no, we ain't mean it like that. No, back then I was tripping. Back then I used to think because I was on that Kevin Samuels ish. Now I changed. People don't forget deadly words. People don't forget words that are affecting somebody's life. Okay? People don't forget that. You can't get up and say things on a world wide web, a public platform, and think people are going to forget that. They're not. People will not forget it. Okay? This happens all the time. As soon as the karma start coming in, everybody get amnesia. They don't remember what they said. Oh, they want to apologize. Oh, I'm a judge now. I was young back then. It's like, bro, no, you can get canceled. We don't care. Like, we tired of y'all playing with us. Black women are extremely tired of people playing with them. Okay? We canceling motherfuckers out here. We're tired. Keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. And then Will Smith tell y'all? Okay? The fuck? We don't have to be married. We don't care. Most of us don't want y'all anyway. We already know what comes with the territory. We know most of y'all are dusty. We know most of y'all looking for somebody to cook for you and clean for you and be your head doctor. In the literal sense. Okay? Be your maid. Bear your children while you do the bare minimum. We already understand that. Y'all want a working relationship with a roommate, and y'all want the roommate to be submissive and behave as if she's your rock and your ride or die. And that's not the way this works. You want a submissive woman? Be a man to her. You don't have to ask a woman to submit when you are doing your manly duties. You don't have to ask a woman to submit when you make her feel protected, when she trusts you, when you're a provider. You don't need to ask for submission. All you have to do is come in, talk to her, ask her what her wants and needs are, provide what it is that she wants and she needs, and then watch things magically do what they're supposed to do. But a lot of black men have not been taught what a man is because there is no man around to teach them. A lot of them have been abandoned by their said fathers. And instead of them getting up on the internet and bashing the men who walked away and did not train them to be men, they're confronting and attacking the women who stuck around, who don't have the means, know-how, or understanding of how to raise a man. Every woman on the planet should be failing at raising men. You know why? Because we are not men. We are not. Three of Pentacles came in the reverse. Okay? Spirit ain't sending no help. Wow. As a matter of fact, and this is the reality of what's going on in this moment. A lot of people are going to think this is extremely hilarious what's going on. There's going to be people laughing about this. These men being toe tagged and bagged and being sent back home unalived. You guys are going to see a lot of women finding this very funny. Just saying. I don't think it's funny when anybody loses their life, but whatever. That's me. Next, we had a Queen of Wands. Okay? So, black women still sitting here looking pretty, if you ask me. Okay? Still sitting on their throne by themselves with their cat, like they said we was going to do. We don't mind. We don't mind at all. Okay? And now it look like there's some black women planning to go around here. Now it look like they're trying to make some decisions, okay? These passport bros are trying to decide where do they want to go where death is not prevalent, where death is not a thing. I don't think there's a way around this, guys. If there's any passport bros in here that's you know, watching, I don't think there's, you guys are gonna trigger people to bring this energy in full circle. They're tired of you. Everybody is tired of you. The only people who've been tolerating you for the last 100 years are the ones that are right here that you've attacked. So good luck with that. But they look like they're trying to revamp. They're coming together, trying to figure out, okay, well, where can we go? Well, we not getting toe tagged. And listen, in a blink of an eye, as soon as they act up, then people gonna be like, what? Passport bros, where are they? Where are they located? Point me to them. Next, we have the hermit. What's done in the dark comes to the light. Wow. This is sad, y'all. Oh, my goodness. All right, look, next destination, voodoo. No. Stop it. Somebody finna put some spells on their asses. Oh, my goodness. Well, what's done in the dark comes to light. 5 of Cups came in sideways. Okay. Here go the ones who love them. Here go the ones who don't. You see what they focused on. The ones that don't give a damn about spilling their red stuff on the ground. And let's just say it ain't wine. Okay. Use your imagination. But the next destination up, look like they going somewhere where some people finna get ready. Okay. Big Mama just said Dominican and Brazil. They gonna eat their asses up. Oh my gosh. She said Colombia get them like that too, but Dominican, you said Dominican, right? Dominican Republic and Brazil. That's what it looked like they headed next. The passport bros are looking to go into Dominican Republic and Brazil, and them. Well, here's the focus of the women there. Give me my fucking pesos. Taron, give me my fucking pesos. I am going to put this witchcraft on you if I don't get my fucking pesos, okay? I have to feed my children. I don't have time for this shit, Taron. Give me my goddamn money. Results, toe tagged. Y'all see the swords? Okay? I'm just saying, honey. Oh, this is so sad. Anything else we need to know about this passport bum movement? What else? I don't know, Cosmic. I'm gonna have to go and look. Yeah, wow. You know, remember they was running around praising Becky, and then Becky started toe tagging their ass all over the place. Now they don't want to talk about Becky no more. They trying to talk about black women done poisoned Becky head. Black women done went around here and poisoned Becky. Black women done told Becky that we ain't shit. We didn't have to tell Becky nothing. Becky started having children with y'all, and then we saw Becky all over TikTok with their little beautiful little zebra babies. Okay. Up there telling us how you walked off and left them too. Okay. So we didn't have to tell, but black women didn't need to tell Becky that y'all ain't shit. She's sitting here by herself too. Some of them still pregnant. Okay. Oh, them Gambian women ain't with that shit. I'm going to tell you that right the fuck now. I mean, it's going to be some, but not the majority. Majority of them women come from families where they believe in marriage and husband. That's not what they looking for. They can go over there to Gambia with that shit if they want to. I just posted a video not too long ago how them African men over there treating them American tourists. They leaving in droves. They can take their ass over there if they want to. They think they met a fate where they at. Going on over there. Shit, that's the home of the voodoo. Take your ass over to Gambia with that shit. They don't play that about their women. They want their daughters married. I don't know what the hell they talking about. They can go on over to Gambia if they feel safe. I don't know why they would, but these is passport bros we talking about here. So the Knight of Wands came in kind of like this. I came in with my dick in my hand. Don't make me put my foot in your hand. Be cool. See, that BBC doesn't work everywhere. Okay? The BBC, that whole big black, whatever it is that they think they got going on, it doesn't work everywhere. Everybody don't give a damn, okay? The devil fell right on top of the magician. These people are about to put... I'm sure we'll be up here in a couple of months doing an update on this. Listen. If you're not coming over here to offer this woman a better life, if you're not coming over here to snatch her up from her land and take her to America and show her a big, beautiful mansion and marry her and give her some babies and get her out of poverty and give her a couple of few dollars she can send back home to take care of her family and put her up to where she's safe and provided for her and she can sit back and take her English tutoring courses and, enjoy making some babies and not getting beat up and cheated on. These bitches ain't listening to y'all. But look at them. In true King fashion, the King of Cups came in reverse. They don't... Listen. Any woman that's watching this, just note, these men are incapable of giving you something that nobody has ever taught them how to give. It's that simple. The Hanged Man in the reverse. They ain't even learning nothing from this, y'all. They're not learning absolutely nothing. They're going out here bumping their head on the same wall in the same place at the same time for the same thing. Like, how much more silly can you get? Oh, Lord. Five of Pentacles. Two of Swords. They don't love nobody, including themselves. Wow. Give me two more to complete this sentence. Complete this sentence, Big Mom. Give me two more to complete this sentence. Wow. I told you. Ten of Cups came out in reverse. They don't want nothing to do with no family and no being in no relationship and taking some good woman and Tower at the bottom of the deck. And because they have wayward penises, because they have ill intentions, because their intent is to go over there and snatch up some women and get them some head and take them some pictures and post them some YouTube videos and show that the women is submissive, who ain't submitting for the right amount of money. Anybody submits. Any woman will submit to you for the right amount of money. Let me tell you something. I told y'all there was a point in time when I had like millionaire friends and shit. Millionaires are annoying. I don't like rich people. They have really nasty attitudes. But anyway, I'm trying to become one. I just don't want that nasty attitude. But even when I used to talk to my rich girlfriends, and of course most of them were a part of a different community. Most of them were not black people, but I did know some black ones. Most of those women, when we would sit around and have like girl talk and they would talk about like their relationships with their husband and everything like that, a lot of those women, and I'm just going to tell you the honest to God truth of what their truth was. A lot of those women were actually frustrated. They had men with small penises and big egos. A lot of them were being emotionally and verbally abused on a regular, everyday basis because a lot of their men knew that they were insufficient in other departments, so they would bulk up and they would get haughty when it came to other things. Their money would be their biggest asset. You understand what I'm saying? No personality, can't communicate well, small penises, a gut. Things like that were a part of their insecurities, okay? And or not very good looking. So a lot of those women were, I'll never forget one of them. I think she was the one that was married out of everybody the longest. And we were sitting back having a little stupid conversation about something. And I believe she had been married to her husband about 27, 28 years. And the girls were chitty chatty and we weren't loud, And we were like, yeah, this and this and this. And, a lot of these relationships make you feel trapped and you feel like, you're in bondage and everybody knew my history. They knew that I had, been married for 16 years and happily bowed out. And she stopped us all. She did like this. She said, ladies, she did like this. She had her wedding ring on. She said, this is the trap. She was pointing at her wedding ring. This is the trap. This will make you shut up. This will make you bow down. This will make you give head when you don't want to. This will make you do things that you don't want to do when you want to be secure. And she did it just like that. White girl. I said, let Becky preach. Let Becky preach. And she sat back and schooled us, because we was the young girls compared to her. She sat back and schooled us on how she had to attend certain activities she didn't want to do. She had to give birth to certain babies because it was in the prenup. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you might not be ready to give birth, but he said it's time. Girl, it was deep. It was deep. It was deep. And then getting a certain amount of money per child. I was just like, girl, Lord have mercy. It was like, when I see married couples and rich people, I be thinking something going, but that was deep. She was like, yeah, the more of them I have, the more money I can have, but there's more responsibility, it's more stress on me. Yeah, when I'm being punished, no maids show up for the week. No gardener shows up for the week. No pool boy shows up for the week. No chef shows up for the week. So when he wants to punish her, he stops all the things that help her to have a relaxing life from being brought into the home. I was like, bitch, talk, but shut up. Talk, but shut up. I couldn't believe it. And because she had no financial control over anything, because she liked the neighborhood, because she liked the lifestyle, because she liked the fancy cars, because she liked the caviar, and because she liked the escargot and the fancy trips and the private jets and the kind of the free will for her to kind of be able to, do things too, because she said he also knew that her and that pool boy would disappear for an hour or two every time he showed up. So it's a very interesting lifestyle. But what I will say is this about this situation. I think that a lot of these men know full well exactly what it is that they're doing. Excuse me. I personally don't think that their intention, and especially looking at the cards, going along with what I personally think, it doesn't look or appear to me or even show up in my cards that their intention is to go over to these other countries and pick up these women and go and sweep them off into marital bliss and treat them right and show them a better free lifestyle over in America and give them this great opportunity to upgrade their lives and help their families out of poverty. That's not what I see. It looks to me like their 100% intent is for SE, let's just say S3 actual purposes only. I don't see them wanting to marry anybody. I don't see them wanting anybody getting knocked up. I don't see them wanting to pull somebody out of poverty and bring them to the greatest country or whatever you want to call it. I just don't see that. Okay, I don't see that. Thank you for blocking that fool. Probably somebody just warned us of some shit they finna get ready to do over in the States, child. We probably should have screenshotted that shit. Okay? Go get a translator. What you just said? Say it in English, fool. That fool just said America done fucked up now. Y'all see that? Oh, Lord. I'm scared. Well, I ain't over there, so whatever. But yeah. I wouldn't, bitch, you shut the fuck up. Who the fuck you talking to? Don't come in my house and tell me to shut the fuck up. That's how bitches get slapped. You shut your stank ass up, bitch. The fuck? You don't want no smoke with me, bitch. I ain't no nice YouTuber. Fuck you talking about? I'll eat your fucking food off your plate, bitch. What you gonna do? and mush you while I'm eating it and dare you to do something. Better shut your stupid ass up. Anyways, well, when it comes to future endeavors of these passport bombs, I don't see this thing getting any better. I don't see this being a thing where these people are gonna get themselves together. I believe that when we did that video on the reckoning, y'all remember who talked about that quite often when she was still here in the YouTube world. But when we did that video on the reckoning and it showed that the toe tagging was about to amp up, and even the mammies were gonna start taking some L's and everything like that. Yeah, it's going down, okay, and it is what it is. So at this point, all we can really do is sit. Like I said, I have about 3 or 4 other Passport Bros videos where I predicted this like a year or two ago. So we already knew. We already knew this was coming. Those of us who are smart, okay, we knew this was coming. The people who aren't smart are gonna keep up in the comment section talking about, you don't know what you talking about. You don't know what you talking about, bitch. You don't know shit. I got me a girlfriend over in Colombia. We in love, and we finna get married in 6 months. I love her. I love her. I love her. No, no, no. You don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. We is out here marrying them. We love them. We love them. We love them. Well, okay. Whatever you say. Okay. If that's love, then you guys go right on ahead and enjoy it. Okay. My self love is much more. My self love is much more peaceful for me than I don't need an outside person to validate me when it comes to love. I can love me efficiently. Okay, I can sit here and talk to myself and have a better time than I would with one of these dingleberry dudes running around here, don't know how to communicate, don't know how to understand, don't know how to love, wouldn't know a real woman if she was sitting in his face with his peaches in her mouth. He wouldn't know. He would have no fucking idea. A lot of these men have no idea. And the truth be told, a lot of them are actually interested in each other is what the issue is. I'm getting so tired of getting up and showing y'all hoes how bad I am. Girl, tell your man to email me at nuworldtarot@gmail.com and I will send him some pictures of me. I ain't sending them to you because you ugly. I know you are. I can feel it. But anyways, yeah. I don't think this thing is going to get any better. I don't see it happening, okay? I think that whatever the outcome of the situation is, we're just going to have to sit back. We're going to have to watch. Like I said, I've done several Passport Bros. Okay, so we'll see. You did not call black women passport bombs. Who said you? Who said you did? I don't even know who you are. What are you talking about? No one said anybody called black women passport bums. We're talking about passport bros. What are you talking about? You know what? I just thought about that, doing an update on the black community. The only thing about my black community reads, I can only leave them on YouTube for like 24 hours and then they have to go over on Patreon because they be tripping, yo. You said if they like other men, how come they're trying to date women? There's this thing called bisexual. Women do it all the time. And it's not a new concept. It's not something that's new. It's actually written in history books. They even did it back in the like 17 and 1600s. There were entire tribes of BMs that's what they did. I don't understand why everybody acts so surprised. Like, do we not, like all these Christians, right, that be in here, mom, don't y'all know ain't nothing new under the sun? I know y'all heard that, right? I know y'all big mama and them used to tell y'all that ain't nothing new under the sun. This isn't new behavior. This didn't just pop up out of the blue. It's been happening for a really long time. So please don't act shocked and surprised when y'all hear certain things. Just go research it. Okay, go research it. That'll give you a better understanding because a lot of them are not going to come out and say anything, but the HIV and AIDS rates will tell you that they're not being honest. Okay, and we can tell they're not being honest because only somebody who doesn't like women at all would treat some of these women the way that they do, you know. But anywho, um, I'm glad I was able to come over here and do this because at this point it's just annoying. I got tired of thinking about it and it popping up on my feed. I was like, okay, let me just knock this out real quick. I've been asleep like all day. I literally woke up for like maybe an hour earlier and then I went back to sleep. So, you're welcome. I hope that this video helps somebody. I'm going to give a final thought on this video. I didn't think I would because of the title, but I'm going to give a final thought on this video. Um, Everybody here that follow me, knows that oh yeah, yeah, and then yeah, I seen what you said, oceans. Yeah, I know. That's why I've told people that I have no desire to go over to Africa whatsoever because I already know what they're doing to their own kind, quote unquote. The Americans are not safe there, no matter what nationality or color they are. The only thing they respect in most black cultures is white. It's unfortunate, but it's very true, and it's been that way for a really long time. Okay. Um, but let me say this, especially to you women who, ooh, that bug just scared me. How are you even getting here? Um, it's not nothing dangerous. I was about to run. Um, Especially you women who have sons and you're concerned because you know that you have raised your children to do the right thing. And here's what I mean, right? I know, people nowadays, they feel like, oh, love is love. And if somebody make you happy to love who you love and da 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 da. Well, I grew up with a really, really strong Christian background. And even amongst the Israelites who were all related, God even told them not to even mix amongst the tribes. They were all like brothers and sisters and shit. And God was like, look, don't even mix amongst the tribes because of the confusion that can come from that. So personally, would I date someone outside of my race? I absolutely would. But pertaining to a family, like bringing children in the world, I just wouldn't do that. That's my own personal belief. And the only reason why I wouldn't do it is because I think that it's hard enough trying to be just one thing. Okay. It's really difficult just trying to be one thing, just trying to be black, or just trying to be Spanish, or just trying to be Asian, just trying to be white, just trying to be whatever you naturally are already comes with its pros and its cons. And I don't think I would want to add on to that because my ex-husband had a mixed daughter who stayed with us for a while. And I can't tell you how many times that little girl came to me crying because people at school, she was too white. She was too white for the black kids and she was too black for the white kids. How it tortured that poor little girl and how she was a very, very pretty little girl. She was like Mariah Carey's color. But I can't tell you how many nights I had to stay up and console this young lady. She's a young lady now. At the time, she was a child, but I had to console her because she was so confused about her identity. And at the time, I didn't even know how to tackle something like that because I could just simply talk to my kids like, y'all black. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to say to her. Shit, I had to go into my closet and be like, Big Mama, you got to help me with this shit. You know what I'm talking about? And then when I did start to share little things with her, because I tried to share with her both parts of the spectrum, like, hey, here go a couple of few good white folks, here go a couple of few good black folks. Her mother, when she would go and visit her mother and come back home, I would be accused of being a racist. But of course, her mother lost custody of her to me. So who's the racist? Anywho, for those of you parents out there who have children that, let's say, for instance, you have fully melanated children, like you have a full on uh, what they consider these days as a black son. And you know you have done everything that you can possibly do to teach your child whatever it is you need to teach them, and you find them running out into the world of social media and picking up on some information. Maybe they saw some Kevin Samuel stuff. Maybe they saw some Andrew Tate stuff. Maybe they saw, some, who knows whose content these days. Everybody and their mama is Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate. But they end up running across some information that maybe somebody doesn't understand how their information is going to affect someone later. I would hope that whatever it is that you taught your children will override that, but I know that's not always the case. Thank goodness for me. I was such a one of those people that was so involved, excuse me, with my boys and a lot of the decisions that they made in life, that as they became adults, though I was not able to help them fight the curiosity that comes with a lot of the stuff that happens. But I was able to kind of curve and redirect some of those, that stuff, because they were open. They said, "Hey, mama, we think about going and doing such and such because such and such thing. I think such and such." And I'm like, "Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you about such and such, okay? And don't make me f your such and such up, okay?" But I think that sometime because I I'm so poised when it comes to. I've grown up a lot since I've been on YouTube. A lot of y'all know that. But sometimes I'm so poised when it comes to topics like this. I think people forget that this is still very difficult for me to do readings on topics like this, because I got a black grandbaby. I have three sons that are all black men. And as far as I know, they're doing a pretty good job out here in the world. And I really would like to see a very safe and happy and healthy future for them. But at times, um, I feel very optimistic because I know that there's other people that are making it very difficult for them. Um, I hope that those who are meant, and those who are doing the right things, and those who are meant to get this message, and those who are meant to be spared from the situation, I hope that and send safety and elevation, and of course financial and loving vibes towards those people. But for those of you who are doing something based off of your emotions, based off of the non-presence of your father, or the absence of your father, the absence of your mother, you feel a certain way about your mother because you grew up in the projects, or there wasn't enough food on the table, or your dad walked away and your mother became bitter, or you got a spanking when you were in the fourth grade, or you couldn't get your hair cut every time and people bullied you, or you didn't have the best clothes, and your mother did everything she could, and so you're mad at her because she stuck around and tried to do right by you. If you're one of those people who are making decisions based off of your bad emotions towards someone else's insufficiency toward your needs, I would personally suggest that you go out here and find yourself a really, really good therapist. There's these videos that pop up at this place called BetterHelp. Okay, I ain't never used them. I went the traditional route and went to an actual therapist, where you go and sit on the couch. You feel me? Um, but I suggest that you go and get some help, because at this point in 2024, I hate to be the one to break this news to you guys, but Aquarius energy is coming in and kicking ass and taking names. She does not give a shit about your background. She doesn't give a shit who wasn't there to raise you. She doesn't give a shit if your daddy walked out or anything like that. She doesn't care. Okay, she's coming in and kicking ass and taking ass. A wig? Is this bitch stupid? Girl, Anyway, text therapy, bitch. They giving therapy through text messages. I got to step my game up. I can do that. Okay. Um, but seeking some therapy because I have a very strong feeling that some of these people, some of their messages that they put out on social media, they're gonna regret, and I think some of them are regretting that. And unfortunately, some of them are being toe tagged for some of the things that they put out on social media. I've talked to many people. You guys know that I was a truck driver. A lot of y'all seen my old videos where I was in my truck driving and reading tarot and talking and shit. And I've talked to many people from many different backgrounds and many different places, of course, located in the U.S. and Mexico, because when I was in Texas, I talked to a lot of Mexicans. Um, and I haven't run across very many men who don't feel that their women are insufficient in some way, shape, form, or fashion in their community. But one thing that they all had in common outside of the way that black men behave is they all said, I would never get up and profess that to the world. If it's up to me, it's a secret I would die with, is what they said. So I would suggest that you guys stop leading your sons and your daughters down the path of destruction. We seem to be the only group of people who thinks gangster music with their women being called B words and everything else, half dressed, being dog walk on chains, and talking about they booty hole being brown and they cootie cat being pink is something to celebrate. We seem to be the only people who can make a show like Baddies, where all these women do is curse, drink, and fight every single day, go viral. We make this the number one show on Zeus. We make a show like Jocelyn's Cabaret, the number one watch show on Zeus. And this is a whole hoe out here teaching women how to be good hoes. And if we have, as a unit, don't think that there's something wrong with this behavior, I don't know if there's hope for us. I want to think there is. But the writing on the wall tells me, and because I watched it, I literally remember when NWA dropped their first song. I remember when gangster rap came in and I saw things go from it being one way to a complete decline. I've watched it from its infancy into what it's become today. And this is a very, very difficult thing for somebody who has watched and witnessed this. This is one of the most difficult things we've ever seen. We're scared to do anything. When I come to the States to sell my house, I'm going to be walking around with 2 pistolas on my hip. I ain't playing with y'all. Laura Croft. We can't even go to a restaurant to eat anymore without having to worry if someone's going to come in and do something to us. Okay? This at this point, if we're not going to stand up and we're not going to put an end to the nonsense that's going on in this community, then we have no right to complain about it. We have no right, to call anyone a bad parent if we aren't working on being a better parent. We have no right to say what someone's deficiency or inefficiency is if we aren't working on ourselves. And at this point, we have to work on becoming a better people. A lot of us are not even nice to our own family members. We don't even know how. I told y'all for many, many years, I thought punching people in the face was problem solving skills. I did. If you made me mad, therapy was, I'm going to bust you in your mouth because I'm tired of you talking to me. And then after I beat your ass, then we could talk because now I know you're going to put some respect on my name. And because I'm smaller, people tend to think that I'm an easy target or an easy win. It is still like that. People size me up. They'll look at me. I'll be looking like, okay, go ahead and try it. Go ahead. Go ahead and try it. Go right on ahead. Okay. But At this point, I'm hoping and wishing and praying and putting a good vibe energy out here for the people who actually are meant to be the ones to make a difference in the world, for there to be some healing that comes in towards you, some financial stability, some good health, some wisdom that comes along with your life journey. Because at this point, this is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see what's happening. Sexy Red and Zukiana and Krishan Rock and all these. I'm just looking like, how did we go from Queen Latifah, MC Light, Salt and Pepper to this? I don't know what's happening. I mean, I know what's happening, but I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I hope that, have mercy on the young women coming up. Have mercy. Have mercy. If you have young daughters and you got your couple of dollars, please get them out of the U.S. Get them out of the U.S. and get them away from black folks for a little while. For a little while. Give them some hope. Give them a chance. These babies, man. I'm going to go before I get emotional. By the way, I found me some flowers out here to smoke. Y'all know I ain't smoked nothing in 6 years. Found me some good flowers. Child, let me tell you what happened yesterday. My first time smoking in 6 years. So I got my little friends and shit. I said, I need to get me some flowers. They said, we got some flowers for you, Queen. I said, I need some good flowers. They said, we going to get you some good flowers, Queen. So I get my flowers, y'all. Roll up my little joint. And I forgot that I ain't smoked nothing in 6 years. So I'm over here, got my little joint in my hand. And I'm just a smoking. Child, I done messed around and forgot I ain't smoked in 6 years. I sat here on this bed for about 30, 45 minutes and had a whole motherfucking conversation with myself about what's happening in the world, Craig. I was like, they need security in the world, Craig. Okay? And one of the things that I had a conversation with myself about is this. I don't know if this is something that's already been talked about, but I discovered it last night when I was on the tree. You know, the tree will make you think about things you don't normally think about. And I said, what a great and clever plan to separate children from their parents. And I know y'all probably like, girl, what did you talk about? Child, my heart was high, okay? Yes, I was fucked up. I said, what a brilliant way to separate children from their parents. And I was thinking about how every 10 to 15 years, they go and they change the dictionary definitions. And I was thinking to myself, right, the high one inside of me was like, what you want to know? And the regular one, the one that wasn't that high. I said, why do they keep changing these definitions in these motherfucking dictionaries? What's the purpose? And the high one was like, because if, let's say you 40 and your child is 20, by the time your child turns 20, they gonna think you crazy because they gonna think you don't know what you talk about. Because when they go and look up the definition or they go on Google and be like, what does this word mean? It's gonna get them a totally different definition than what the fuck you grew up knowing. So now your child is looking at you like you insufficient and dumb and you dropped out in the second grade. Okay, they think you dropped out in second grade and was picking cotton, and you was alive when dinosaurs was alive because you don't even know the definition of simple words. But in real life, what they done did is went over here and changed the definition. I said, oh, okay. And so the high one was like, yeah. So let me tell you what else they doing too. They did that so y'all wouldn't understand the Constitution and the laws of the land either. I said, word? She was like, yeah, bitch. Go look it up. I said, okay. So now I got homework to do because my high self was over here cussing me out yesterday. But we had a tuna sandwich. It was delicious. Okay. Yes. And I made some ribs and some mashed potatoes and some sweet peas. They ain't sweet here, though. Okay. Just say. So, yeah. She cussed me out and told me what it was. She was like, bitch, yeah, them kids think y'all dumb. Y'all stupid as hell to them kids. I was like, oh, for real? She was like, remember that time you had that conversation with your son and he had said, mama, you don't know what you talking about. Look at this. And I had said, yes, what I do. And I went and found the real article and said, read this. Nigga, don't be calling me dumb. And he was like, mama, I ain't dumb either. That's what they had told me at school. And I was like, fuck all that. And the high one was like, enough. Okay? You asked for the explanation and I'm just giving it to you. Okay? Thank you for the California love. So yeah, I'm just giving you the explanation. You feel me? Like, we have to remember that we are not in control of the narrative, but we can control what's happening around us, okay? So educate your offspring, okay? Make sure that they understand. Make sure you talk and communicate with them well, okay? And you guys have an understanding of what's going on in your family dynamic, because I'll never forget Big Mama said to me one time, I'm going to learn you. Keep it up, him. I said, I looked at my brother. I said, did this motherfucker just say she gonna learn us? So I got a little older because Big Mama never stopped saying this shit. I went and looked up. I said, why do my grandma keep telling me she gonna learn me? And let me tell you the beautiful truth about that. Do you know that's the actual proper way to say it? It's not teach. It's to learn you. I said, oh, so we the fucking idiots. Yep, we is. But you can't tell us that. Big Mama know I'm a damn fool, but you can't tell me that, because my dictionary didn't say the same thing. That's why when you go and look up, and when you go and find dictionaries, you have to look up etymology dictionaries. What did the word mean when they created it? That's the big problem with the people who be reading the Bible too. A lot of people don't know virgin don't mean nobody who ain't never had the S3X before. It didn't back then. Not when they wrote it. That's not what it meant. I ain't gonna tell you what it means. I'm gonna give you some homework too. If I got to do homework, you got to do homework. Okay? But I'm gonna go. Okay? I love each and every one of y'all. Okay? You need a high self too, Yasmin. Just be careful with that stuff in the US, because they be lacing everything with fentanyl over there. That's why I'm straight. But yeah. So yeah, my higher self. I don't know about the US of A. I don't think I'll ever be getting, a higher self in the US of A. But here in South America, yeah, I wasn't mad. I really wasn't. Y'all welcome. I love each and every one of you. I hope this helps somebody. I really do. The passport pimps out here pimping. Because they pimping all over the world. Fancy cars. The Social Security cards. I'm gonna go. I'm about to go eat me a little something and then go get the tree again and see what we can talk about tonight. Okay. Okay. Somebody had said something about something else. Do a reading on the Black community. Okay, I'll probably do a reading on the Black community very soon. I think this will be like number 9 or some shit like that. But we'll get to it. We'll do another one. I'm gonna leave it up on YouTube for 24 hours like I normally do, and then I'm gonna have to put that thing over on Patreon because they be tripping out here. Okay. I love y'all, okay? I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, gang.